Hey, I'm Kev and welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the Rider Careers. We're headed to the Silverstone circuit and Great Britain with a Patrick McDonald riding the rave of confidence. As here we are in a very sunny Great Britain. There's some clouds in the sky, but God, you could blind your eyes if you didn't have shades on round here. As for Patrick McDonald, he's got 2 laps of qualifying round this high-speed circuit to concentrate on. However, he's not blinded behind his visor. As he goes flat out through Woodcote, let's see what he can do. He's been on a good qualifying streak. Of course, he's been on a very good race streak as well. And that's not how you start things. Going wide in cuts, down the second gear, but braking a bit too late. Now through Maggots and Beckett's. It was very different on a bike. On the brake down to third gear, losing the rear end again. Building up speed down to third and in for a very tight exit through Chapel onto the hangar straight. You can fly out through Chapel as you build the speed up to 6th gear, approaching 150 miles per hour before we break for the Stowe corner. Should be a good passing spot in the race. Again, get it down to second, hitting that apex, and get smoothly on the power. Could probably carry more speed for that corner, could McDonald. Then through Vale, down second gear again, clipping the apex. Carried too much speed though. Compromised his run through the first part of Club. Then fell out through the second, and past the Silverstone ring, right hand side. We start finish straight for the international circuit, which F1 races round. But of course, the MotoGP guys start on the national pit straight now. The old pits, which heads into Copse. And then through Farm, through the loop. Once again into second gear, we'll maybe get it down to first. He's a bit slow through the loop there as well, McDonald. Okay, much more speed for that corner. Open it up as well. Get a good run heading on to this Wellington straight. It's now into Brooklands, very tricky braking zone. As you got a late apex here as well. Place that into second. This should be good passing spot again through Luffield. Getting side by side, just waiting to get on that power. And second gear, in flat out through Woodcote on a Moto3 bike. And that's a pretty slow banker effort. I believe 14.7. That's much better through Copse. As here comes some riders out though. As he's gone past the home hero John McPhee there. So go much straighter. Braking there, and that's it. 12.6. Told you McDonald was a bit slow. And he's already caught the second down, but a personal best. For that first set's much better than his previous effort. So he can remain around this gap to Fanati for the rest of the lap. He'd be right up there in qualifying in the top 10 once again. As Connect grabs pole. 12.5 for the championship leader. But it really has heated up the championship. It's no longer just about between me and Canet either. Madonna's really inserted himself into that battle now. He could, as well, after this race, if he grabs another victory, less than a race win behind Canet. And we have all sorts of pressure to deal with the Leopard boys behind, as he's now 8 tenths behind now. McDonald's despite another personal best. And he's pushing like a hell in this lap. Just not coming to get a pace rise, lap time wise. Even though it doesn't look too bad. So you go, let's see if we can carry more speed through this corner. That's it, opened up the exit a bit more. Much better exit, and he's gained back a couple of tenths. So you can see where opponents are a bit quicker in that second sector, but first sector we can peg them. Third sector we can take back some time. So again, they apex there in Brooklands. Now through Luffield, really chucking the bike at the corner. It's got to be patient with the front on the exit though. He might be getting a bit of slipstream maybe off the rider in front. Actually, I think he's too far back. It's McDonald. But that's a much better that time. 13.2. Again, you can peg them in the final sector. And he's in 7th for the time being. As in the end, he's almost a second behind Fenati once again grabbing pole. In qualifying, we're used to qualifying specialist. This season is Romano Fenati. Hasn't really backed up in the race, though, with the finishes we expect, with Mir in second, Canet in third, Buttigieg the second row ahead of Martin, and Naomiro McPhee in sixth. All Italian third, with Anthony ran out top 10 of Otto and McDonald on the fourth row. Not bad. He's knocked Rodrigo back to the fifth row alongside Nurden and teammate Loy, with Finnish Patrick at the back. But decent qualifying for Patrick McDonald, outside the top 10, but still within striking range, heading to Copse on the opening lap. As here we are looking at a very happy grid with the usual suspects on the first couple of rows throughout the whole of the field. Actually, apart from McDonald down in 12, Till still not very happy about that result in qualifying, but as I say, it's not too bad. He's still ahead of Loy, his teammate, but he's got to be careful with his teammate as well, right behind him and towards that first corner. You don't want to be taking each other out, of course. Golden rule in motor racing, don't take out your teammate. As there is Finnish Patrick at the back.
Bikes and riders ready to go.
So let's see what happens when the lights appear and go out for this 5-lap race. And look at that, McDonald already jumped into the top 10. It's like he didn't qualify outside of it. Just thinking on the inside as well, Di Gianantonio and Bastianini up into 9th. Good start for McDonald. Didn't have to watch out for his teammate behind. Just focus on the riders in front. Taking lots of curb there. Almost into the back of Bastianini, with Mir up to second ahead of Fenati. So Di Gianantonio wants to take back that 9th place. It just about holds on, hanging on to the Wellington straight. We've got Martin ahead of McPhee. And McDonald's got like a triple slipstream here off the back of the German. Let's head into Stowe. McDonald makes it 3 wide. Not the German, that was McPhee who getting the slipstream off. As the Italian makes a move, McDonald gets into 6th. Those aggressive moves are really paying off now. Next round the outside of Martin for 5th. Looking to the inside of Martin for 5th. And bashes him wide. As he's got Buttigieg in 4th. Looks like Canet 3rd. Fenati holding on to the lead, is he? No, it is Canet in the lead. Got Fenati in 2nd though, ahead of Mir. And now here comes McDonald to make it a fast 5 at the front. But what a start for McDonald this opening up has been. He's on the soft tyres again. Reverted back to this after the tyres didn't really wear in Austria. But again, might contribute to his pace late in the race, so you've got to maybe watch out for that. The Silverstone fast circuit, tyres will wear around here. As in this side, you've got the Italian ahead of McPhee for 7th. So kind of as a fake look at Buttigieg while defending from behind. And now Buttigieg's left the door open in our field. Maybe they're opening that, but I don't want to be doing that to McDonald. Up into 4th as Canet leads ahead of Fenati. Mir, McDonald across the line onto the 2nd lap. Here in Great Britain, once again, beautiful conditions, just like in qualifying. Some clouds in the air, but very sunny, very bright. It takes back that lead temporarily. Now you've got Canet, Mir and Fenati in 3rd. And here comes Martin diving down the inside of McDonald. He saw that coming though. Once again just showing his maturity there. Maybe in the first half of the season we would have really battled with Martin into that corner, but saw it coming. Had to take it back on the exit. And now he's getting some good slipstream from his teammate Mir. He's trying to get past Fenati and it's like into Stowe. Grab back 2nd. But it's the man we don't want in the lead at the moment, Canet. But everyone's battling behind. There goes McDonald using the full width of the track as well. Next at Stowe. That's all a bit wide from Canet. Still holding a handsome lead as Fanati held up by Mir. McDonald pounces like a panther up into the podium place, and now we're getting the slipstream of his teammate heading into Abbey. Does he dare make a move? He does. He dives in late. It's brave. It's beautiful. It's second for McDonald. And now he's got one guy in front of him. Or does he? As Mir launches it into Village. Teammates going to war. As Martin Iberca for 5th. Fanati in 4th. It's all about the Hondas. It's all about the championship contenders at the front. As Ezra McDonald launch it down the inside of his teammate into Brooklands. He does, but it's a bit ill-advised, especially with Fanati still there, lingering like a shadow on this top 3. Again, look at the tyre as well. Rear tyre already around 10-15% worn. So really got to watch out for that at the end of this race. So here goes McDonald again, launching an offensive on Mir into Cox and kind of block passes his teammate. As he sees Canet running away, he wants to catch up to the championship leader. But here come Mir and Fanati, but once again McDonald taking him on the exit. That corner. Previous lap it was Martin this time. Mir and Fanati, and look at that, a second gap for Canet. He's running away with this race. Now he's got to watch out into Stowe if his teammate launches himself down the inside like he does there with the slipstream. No, takes it back though, takes a tight line into Stowe. Once again, be losing the whole of the exit. The hold off Mir, who maybe launch it into Vale, will he? No, he sticks behind his teammate. Thinks better of it. And now look at McDonald. He has gained a bit on Canet, couple of tenths. Got half a second lead ahead of Mir. So halfway through this race, it's about to heat up for the race victory in Silverstone. With McDonald catching Canet. Well, it looks like his teammate's going to be losing out to McDonald and Canet championship-wise. Well, gets it down to first for the loop there. One of the slowest corners on the calendar right up there with Assens. Airpin is about the end of the first sector. As he's not really getting any slipstream though down this back straight. Then into Brooklands. That's all. Fanati up to third head of Mir. Mir's really losing out this race. Not the race the Spaniard would have wanted. And his team at the beginning of the season, of course. McDonald's just come in and now has morphed it around himself, it looks like. He's gone to the penultimate lap of the race. 13.5 for McDonald, fastest lap. He's just 7 times behind Canet. 7 tenths ahead of Fanati. He can just focus on in front now. And for this race victory, for a third race victory in a row for the third time maybe. For the Leopard rider at Moto3 level. Look at, he's using all the curbs. Gained a couple of tenths, but again, still might not be getting the slipstream from Canet, who got a beautiful run through Strappel. And yeah, he's not really getting it. But neither is Fanati behind or Mir, so can attack Stowe how he wants. Again, taking a tight line. Seems to like that line because then he can go really hard on the power, then wide on the exit. Rear tyres not as well worn as I thought at this stage. So around the halfway mark. Goes a bit wide for the first part of club though. And there goes the rear tyre crying a bit for help. And Canet's increased the gap to almost a second. Just with that small mistake. As Mir gets back past Fanati for third. And it's all about this race for the victory. Can Canet hold on from the McDonald train? As So he's sliding the rear into corners now as McDonald. Oh, the rear tyre going off. And look at that, he's lost another few tenths to Canet, and Mir's gaining. Are you kidding? This is not the Sachsenring all over again, is it? That's a good Brooklands though, into the field. Again, clutching the rear. Wants the grip, but the bike's just sliding. It's heading on to the final lap. We thought McDonald would be battling Canet for the victory, but he's slipping back into the clutches of Mir with a 14. What an abysmal lap time. What an abysmal cops as well. As Fenati passed Mir as well. So it's not just Mir McDonald's holding off from, it is also the aggressive Italian. Look at that move. McDonald holds on round the outside. But once again, they're going to get a run down the front stretch. Or down the hangar straight, should I say. Into Stowe, and look at that. Canet has been magnificent this race. Grabbed the lead early on. Built the gap and has maintained it. Of course, helped with the battling behind. Now helped with McDonald's tyre worries on this final. It doesn't look like the tyres are that well worn, but bike's just sliding everywhere. Fenati letting McDonald know he's there. Once again, the rear sliding through club. It's like almost 2 second gap for Canet while McDonald holds on from Fenati. And Mir. As Mir gets past Fenati into Abbey. Brave move from the Spaniard. He's made it work. Now he's working on his teammate. So once again making that move into Village. McDonald slides it down the inside to the loop and he's taken out. Mir's gone wide as well. I told you at the first corner, watch out for your teammate. Watch out on the final lap for your teammate. Mir's just taken out McDonald. And now the championship's back in Canet's hands. So McDonald's holding off from McPhee behind. And look at that, Mir stuck in 5th, it looks like, in front. Or is it 4th? That's McDonald. He's going to cross the line in 8th. We thought he was changed in the second half of this season. But it doesn't look like so, as he just holds off the home hero McPhee. What a disappointing result once again. He did the fastest lap, but tyre wear, he needed the medium tyre. He chose it for the wrong round in Austria. As Canet wins by 2.76 ahead of Fenati. Buller going third ahead of Mir. Martin in 5th, Bashing in 6th. And Booger's teammate in 7th. We've got Loy in 10th. Once again, all Leopards in the top 10. Rotem in 11th, DJ Antonio 12th, Dino 13th, Antonio 14th. Noah Din just ahead of Dilla Porter or Mahinja, almost getting their first point of the season by 2 seconds. As at the back is finished Patrick. So in the championship, Canet leads by almost a race win ahead of Mir. How the championship's changed in a couple of races. With McDonald always hard work undone in that race. He's back to 45 points behind Canet, 34 ahead of Fenati, with Martin in 5th. Berger winning the teammate battle up to 6th, with Bashing in 8th, DJ Antonio 9th, and McPhee ran out of the top 10. Medino up to 14th, ahead of Nurdin and Rodrigo, and further down, Della Porter up to 22nd now. Had a host of riders. We'll finish Patrick at the back. As in the constructors' standards, Mahindra had a Peugeot for 3rd, even though they haven't scored points yet, with Honda still unbeaten this season, 128 ahead of KTM. If they win the next race, I believe they do win the constructors' standings. So for McDonald, in the end, he does not achieve the race objective. Not much reputation earned there. As for the final third of the season, I think I can make the safe decision that Patrick McDonald will stay with Leopard Racing. But let's just look at the Moto2 offers now. Always curious to see if they've really increased from previously or not in this case. And it's like we just got the same offers from Moto2. And in Moto3, of course, you've got the choice of every team on the grid. Same with the Red Bull Rookies Cup. You can just choose the spec KTM. So Patrick McDonald is going to stay with Leopard Racing for the rest of the season. So once again, Patrick McDonald has dipped. He cannot afford to do that again for the rest of this season, with 6 rounds remaining, should I say, beginning with the round Mazzana, the San Marino Motorcycle Grand Prix. Can Patrick McDonald return to winning race like he has to now, almost 2 race wins behind Arnold Kinnett, as the Spaniard managed to put one hand on the trophy, or will the Leopard Racing pair catch up to him? Find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.